Hello everybody. I already mentioned that Jamie had an outstanding week last week, right? Last week was the week where the euro crashed and where the Australian dollar, well, the euro and the pound crashed, and the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar and the Canadian dollar gained in value a lot. We had a big exponential move for about 10 days. So let's see what Jamie did during that week. Well, his week was a 122 hour week, right? If you count that, well, if you make the maths, well, that actually achieves for 2 years the minimum monthly hour goal for 2 years, 24 months goal is that, right? So that's obviously outstanding to achieve in a week or in a couple of days only. So let's have a look here at these trades. So some are very big are winners, some are losses, and I think break even. And this is well, this can be called in this in light of this trading journal a small R winner, right? 3.3. So that's an S2, clearly an S2. Fulfills the rules. Typically S2, that looks great, right? The TC3, there's a stop run level. Well, once this is broken, this stop run level, well, we're in free fall territory. There's nothing that holds. Well, the next thing that holds, well, and that's a stop run level as well, is this level, and then again there's free fall territory, right? So let's have a look here what happened. Let's see. Okay, that was a tight stop. So he was stopped out here by the 75% stop trade, and he just banked in a nice R, a big R winner, right? 3.3. Now it's getting interesting, right? So this is the currency pair that worked brilliant for David as well. The euro odd on the 5 minute. This is very early on here as well. You see these are stop run levels. After that, we can see it here behind, and that's a monthly chart. There's free fall territory. So this is a daily, right? The daily is in a strong move. That's a momentum play, and this is an S1 on the 5 minute. That's a standard type of S1, right? Small stop, touching 21 in trend, well, momentum driven trend, running for this stop. Next one is this one inside, right? So what happened? Well, it's an unlucky break even stop out, right? With a tight stop, well, that can always happen, but this is how we protect our capital, right? Now this is a big R, right? A huge R, multiple 20 R on a 5 minute S2. So that's how it goes, right? I've made a more detailed video on that one trade already. Now this is euro odd, an S2 short now on a 5 minute. That's clearly an S2, right? Standard rules fulfilled. Nice pullback even in the TC2, strong trending TC3, TC4 momentum, TC5 in full stop run mode, right? Just broke this low, stop run mode. Well, there are more to come here soon. So this is a very strong momentum play. Now he says it's a 1.2 hour. He missed the best exit. Well, this came back, right, and stopped out. Still, it's a nice winner. Now euro yen, right? So the euro is weak and the yen, well, the yen was strong here in this last week, and that's an S1. Okay, an S1. Well, here it's an S2, but I think Jamie is looking at this one. This is a consolidation, and here might have been the entry. That's a 5 minutes. So that's an S1 entry. Didn't get stopped out. Well, then here unlucky stop out, right? Break even. It had tested beyond. It has tested beyond. Well, this is the entry chart actually. This is the entry chart. Yeah. So he got in here, and this is the stop out. Right, let's see, 27R, Euro New Zealand, right? Weak Euro, strong commodity currency, New Zealand. Now that's an S2, right? So that's an S2 taken with discretion, right? I mean, we have 3 touches here, 1, 2, 3, and and then there's a bounce. So entry is after the third touch. The pattern is not excellent, but in light of very strong market responsiveness, very strong, right? You can trade easily or very well out of oval sideways, because this is oval sideways, TC2 is oval sideways, and this again here is in full-blown momentum mode. So he's basically taking, in a strong market environment, he's taking every pattern that fulfills the rules, because this pattern is well below average quality, this TC pattern for S2. Well, it delivered a 27 hour, right? Big move, huge move, right? That is ending when it goes vertical. Well, it's ending soon, and this is why his stop was very tight, and he was happy to run home with a 27 hour. Perfect, right? Now euro dollar S2 5 minute. Okay, S2. Yeah, there's an S2, right? We've got minimum, we've got 3 touches. Well, there's a lot of white space, right? All other rules are fulfilled. In the face of strong market responsiveness, you can trade this. Why? Well, because the rules are fulfilled. You have got 3 touches. Having a lot of white space, well, that just deteriorates your quality of the pattern. It's not part of the core rules, right? You have a certain minimum amount of white space. So this can be traded in a strong market environment, and the stop is up here, and that was a 1.2 hour. 1.2 hour result. Let's have a look at this one. 3 hour S2 5. So it wasn't a 5 minute day or a 5 minute week, right? 5 minute, 1 minute, 50 minute, but mainly 5 minutes. So that's a weak pound and a strong cat. That was the theme of the week, right? That's an S2. Again, that's not a great pattern. We have 3 touches, a lot of white space. However, we've got a relatively tight stop here. We've got a lower high, right? A nice lower high, and the stop goes behind the 200. Nice pullback, nice pullback. So that's, I would say that's an average quality trade. In normal circumstances, I would not trade it. But in a high market responsiveness, yes, absolutely. And that delivered a 3R. Right, 3R. Let's see what about this pound yen S2 short. Okay, again, this one, right? It started as an S1. There might be 3 touches, looks like, or it could be traded as an S1, right? I rather see this as an S1. Yeah, right. So what happened? Well, it pulled back well beyond, right? Break even. Next one. All right, so that's a pretty good, right? That's a tight pattern. We've got little white space, good compression, full-blown trend in like TC1, TC2, TC3 timeframes. Now we are hitting the 200. So it's basically betting on a spike of the 200, right? With momentum going in our favor. Well, you can expect that, right? I wouldn't expect here that it suddenly shies away. It rather looks like it's crashing through. It might go down to this level here of support and resistance, prior price support and resistance. The stop is relatively tight. So what happened? Well, it reached 1.2 hour, and then there was a stop out, right? Well, another big R multiple, 12 hour, Euro Swiss. Well, that was a big, the Swissy was strong too, right? Now in the 15 minute. All right, so this is an S2, right? Well, that's taken with discretion, because you don't want the S2 to break the last high, right? So this is taken with discretion, but in a strong market responsiveness, you can as well. Well, you not only can lower your quality threshold, but you can apply much more discretion, right? Because whatever you touches turns to gold, and that's what we see here, right? He has applied the discretion. This is an S2. Well, here's the first touch, a tight stop, and trading the momentum. Nice, right? Nice follow through, breaking lower. the Swissy, right? That's the Euro Swiss. That was in green light mode 2 here. 3 consecutive time frames in green light mode. All right, next one, 7R. That's an S2 short. Now the 15-minute time frames come into sight, right? That's a typical S2 trade that fulfills the rules, right? Just the only thing is that this TC pattern is below average. Under normal circumstances, I would be cautious. I would wait for a lower high to come in, like another bounce and a lower high. Well, in this market phase, you trade whatever fulfills the rules, right? And this is what he was doing. What a move, huh? Incredibly. These are the big currency shifts I'm talking about. We'll see much more charting situations and time frames that look like that, right? What was that? 7R. Right, okay. Next one, 10R. S2. S2 is up here. Well, I guess you know the story by now, right? What is that? That's a pound odd, right? US CAD 2.5 S2, right? Standard S2, beautiful. Look, see how here the 200 was conquered by the bears. So now we're below this range. And now there's free fall territory. This is stop run level. And this is a spike opportunity of the 200. Beautiful. This can be traded even with under normal market responsiveness. Beautiful trade. Yeah. Okay, next one, pound odd S2, 1 minute. This time 1 minute. That's an S2, right? It's overextended here from the TC2, but again, overextension is not a problem, right? In a strong market responsiveness environment. And here it looks like, well, it's shooting now for this stop run level. Very tight stop, right? Tight pattern. So what happened? 4.5. Okay, I don't fully get that, but okay. S1 short 1 minute. So now the 1 minute's come into play. 9R. Euro odd S1. Okay. S1, I don't get that. I don't see where he entered. I think that's an S2. Anyway, you know what it's doing, right? We're in New Zealand S2, 22R. Sorry to go back here, but what was that? That was a 9R. Now here we've got another huge R multiple. Euro New Zealand S2, 1 minute. Beautiful S2, right? That's a good S2. Fulfills all the rules. All time frames trending, momentum play. We're in acceleration here, right? So it's going exponential on the downside. Shooting for this level. This is a magnet, right? Stop run level and magnet. And what happened? Well, it went through, crashed through, right? What a beautiful trade. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's TC5. So this trade is basically trading the stop run move in TC5 and the momentum. Super tight stop. Big R multiple. Okay, now that's a futures trade. So this is it. Well, it's the best week as far as I know from Jamie. Incredible, right? Well, we had this theme, right, of a weak euro, weak pound against a strong Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, and a strong Swissy. And he was playing it in different combinations of these pairs, right? Trading the 1 minute, well, mainly the 5 minute, as well the 1 minute, and as well the 15 minute, mainly S2, but it was intermingled with a couple of S1s. Being in a strong market environment, responsiveness, well, he just took every trade that came along, right? No matter the quality. And he was able as well, that's what you can do, to apply more discretion than you would normally do it, right? So even you can override some of those rules. But as you have seen, most of those trades actually followed the rules. It was just that the quality, right, threshold was lowered, so he took whatever came up. And well, fantastic. Thank you.